Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for the likes, the comments, and for subscribing. If you're new here, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to click on the notification button to be notified anytime I drop a new video. Please like this video, give it a thumbs up, tell me what you feel about this video in the comment section. Let's go. AJ says it was a mistake. Guddan says mistake. He says listen please. Guddan says I don't want to listen anything. Guddan steps back and pot falls and gives Guddan a bruise on face. AJ says, are you okay? He cleans it with water. Guddan says, why are you doing this drama? Stop this drama of care. Don't you get tired? He says, let me clean you. You can get infection. Guddan says, what do you care? What about the way you have hurt my heart? He says, it's bleeding. Guddan says, let it. Doesn't matter. You confessed false love. Now, at least, don't show this fake sympathy. I don't know. With water, Guddan's sare's color starts dripping. Guddan says, why should I care? Why is it hurting me now? Why are you doing all this to me? AJ is dazed. Guddan says, answer me, why do I care about all this? Why am I crying? Why does it hurt my heart? AJ shoves her in the pool. He jumps after her. AJ picks her. All the color drips from her saree and it starts turning from blue to red. AJ smiles. Daddy and Lasmi are worried. Lasmi says people have started talking. What will we say? Duga says, Daddy, you know I have done things better for this house. Please tell me what happened. People are asking me questions. What should I tell them? Tell me what happened. Daddy says AJ has called off the engagement. Everyone hears. The microphone was on. Everyone hears it. A man says, why is he saying no? His wife says, same fight. This must be Guddan due to their age group. Guddan say, why are you smiling? AJ says, enough. You didn't wear the saree I gave. She says, what else did I? She looks at her saree. Guddan says, what is this? He says, this is a saree. He says, I confess now your turn. Lakshmi says, Sasuma, all people are leaving. People say Guddan can never be a daughter-in-law and a mother-in-law. AJ comes and says, do you know who you are talking about? Come, Guddan. Guddan and AJ come holding hands. Turag is dazed. AJ says Guddan is capable of everything and we are lucky to have her. Just as I am to have her as my wife. We had a misunderstanding and due to which you all had to wait. AJ says, Guddan, will you marry me? He extends his hand. Guddan is about to fall. A flower string saves her. Guddan walks. Flowers sprinkle on her. Guddan says, before you change your mind, make me wear the ring. I can't wait anymore. This is your answer. Guddan says, I will always be yours. Kaushaliya gives Guddan ring. Aarti falls from Lakshmi's hand. Daddy says this is such a bad sign. Guddan says this is nothing. Everything will be fine. AJ is about to make Guddan wear the ring. The ring falls. Someone steps in. Everyone wonders who is it. Lights sparkle. The woman picks the ring. AJ is dazed. Daddy is shocked. AJ says Antara. Oh my God. AJ says Antara. Antara walks in. Everyone is in shock. Antara says Akshat. Antara walks towards her. Lakshmi says this is a ghost. Antara says I came back after years. I would look like a ghost. Our relationship won. God didn't keep me away from you. Your love didn't let me die. It brought me here to you. Can't believe your Antara is here. Touch me, you will believe. AJ touches her face. AJ says, you are alive? She says, yes, but I was incomplete. I am complete now. He says, you can never know how happy I am to see you. Antara hugs Daddy and says, Ma. Daddy says, where were you? She says, your prayers saved me and brought me back to this house. Daddy says, you met an accident, but you are here. How? Antara says, AJ's love brought me back to life. Once, Angat tried killing me. Angat says, I am sorry about my mistake. Antara says, I have forgiven you. I have left God behind. Antara says, I was critically ill. I know AJ won't let me go. You did that, AJ. You did everything. When the ambulance was taking me to the hospital and it fell in a ditch, AJ says, don't remind me of that night. I couldn't save you even though I was with you. You left me and I couldn't do it. I hated myself for not trying enough. Why you left and I was alive, but you are here today. Antara says, your love woke me up from a long sleep. AJ looks at Good and he says, you mean? Antara's daughter comes in. He says, I was treating her for all this time. Her ambulance fell in a village. My team and I were there on a camp. When she was brought there, she was alive but in a coma. We couldn't contact anyone. She fought for her life, like a power wasn't letting her go. Last week, she opened her eyes. We asked her she can't leave the hospital. But when she came here, I realized it was your love that kept her alive. When I see you two, I realize miracles do happen. Antara looks at the ring. Antara says, all these decorations, whose engagement is it? Daddy says, when Antara is here, we have to find some solutions. Thank you for coming. Bushan says you are right. It is someone's engagement. It is my daughter's engagement. Antara faints. AJ picks her. He says, what happened? Antara. Doctor says she is very weak. AJ takes her to the room. Guddan picks the ring. What do you think will happen next? Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and come back for more updates from your favorite Z Word series.